Here's my question. Who is the mother of Ishmael? Who is the mother of Ishmael? Let's see if he'll answer in the text. Who is the mother of Ishmael? Did you know they can't answer that question? Do you know that? The Quran doesn't tell you who Ishmael's mother is. In fact, the Quran doesn't even know that Abraham had more than one wife. Did you know that? Or that he had a concubine through whom he sired Ishmael. Did you guys know this? It's not in the Quran? Yeah, so good. In fact, what is the name of Adam's first two sons? What are the names of Adam's first two sons? Nowhere does the Quran tell you the names of Adam's sons, because the Quran doesn't know. What's the name of Adam's wife? What's the name of Adam's wife? The Quran, you can't answer the question because the Quran never tells you. Did you know that? The Quran does not tell you the name of Adam's wife, does not tell you the name of his children, right? Who killed who? And by the way, guys, I don't know if you know this. Nowhere in the Quran does it say, I don't know if you know this, nowhere in the Quran does it say that Adam and Eve, their sin was from eating of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The Quran doesn't even know that there was a tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Did you know that? Good. I'm preaching to the choir, so you guys know this. That's good. So, if you're going to stick with the Quran, you're going to have problems. By the way, I don't know if Muslim till the end and I end up going to hell because I stay Muslim till the end, when Islam comes to an end, will ever answer this. Will he answer the question, the Torah was given to who? The Torah was given to who according to the Quran? Where does the Quran say the Torah is given to Moses? It never says that. It says a book was given to Moses, but it never tells us what the book was. Do you know that? Are you guys aware of this? Jay should be. Nowhere in the Quran does it say, and we gave the Torah to Musa. It says we gave the book to Moses. So, if you're going to follow the Quran, you got problems. Here's another question, but they're not going to answer, so I'm just sharing with you guys and boring you guys. Let me know if you're bored. Where does the Quran say that Bakka in chapter 3, verse 96 of the Quran, is Mecca? Surely the first house that was established for the people is that in Bakka, blessed and the guidance of the worlds. Where does it tell us that Bakka is in Mecca? Where does it say it? Nowhere. So how do Muslims know that Bakka is Mecca? They don't, because the Quran doesn't tell them. Right? So you see the problems? I can go on and on and on and on and on. Now here's the question. Ask Muslim till the end. Will he answer the question, how many times does the name Muhammad appear in the Quran? Can you ask him to answer that question? How many times does the name Muhammad appear in the Quran? Will he answer the question or no? I'm just curious. I don't know if he will. The name Muhammad is mentioned 4 times in the Quran, right? 4 times. And then there's the name Ahmed in 61:6. Now, here's my question to Quran-only Muslims. Can they prove that every time a verse of the Quran says, say, or, O Prophet, or speaks of the Messenger, that's referring to Muhammad? How do they know that? What is the proof that when the Quran says, say, Qul, or, O you Prophet, or the Messenger is merciful, etc., etc.? No, it appears 4 times. Quote the 5 places where the word Muhammad appears. Quote it for us. Go ahead, because again, you're illiterate as your prophet. Tell I am me myself. Quote the 5 places where the word Muhammad appears. Who was an enemy to Gabriel? So surely he sent it down to your heart by Allah's permission. So Jesus, Savior, you are technically correct in that it doesn't say who the you is. It's assumed that's Muhammad. But it does say Gabriel was sent down with revelation that he gave to that person's heart. Now traditionally that's Muhammad. Your heart means Muhammad's heart. But that goes back to my point. How do they know it's referring to Muhammad? How do they know it's referring to Muhammad? Okay, Jay, I'll give you $1 million if you show me chapter 50 verse 1, the name Muhammad. See, the guy's illiterate like his prophet. The word Muhammad does not appear in chapter 50 verse 1. Did you catch it, Jay? I swear by the glorious Quran. Where's the name Muhammad? Where's the name Muhammad? Now, will Muslim till the end answer any of these questions? Because I'd like to give him the mic. And I'd like him to answer. But will he answer? Will he answer? Ask him. I'll give him the mic. Okay, so anyway, no answer from the Mohammedans. Now here, let me show you another passage. Chapter 17, verse 1. Yeah, Jay, that just tells you how illiterate he is, right? And chapter 50 is not chapter Muhammad. Surah Al-Muhammad is not chapter 50. 17 verse 1, here's another question to the Quran-only Muslims, which no one's going to answer. Praise be to him who took his servant by night from the forbidden mosque, Masjid al-Haram, to the farthest mosque, Masjid al-Aqsa. Now, guys, here's my question. Who's the him that was taken, the servant, his servant that was taken by night? Praise be to him who took his servant. Who is the servant that was taken by night? Post it again and see. Now I'm preaching to the choir. You guys already know this material. Chapter 17 verse 1. Let me know when you want me to get off the mic. Watch here. Praise be to him who took his servant by night. Who's the servant? Jesus Savior, I didn't know Muhammad was suicidal. So you're going outside of the Quran. That's my point. We're trying to get them to prove their point from the Quran. Who's the servant that was taken by night? And what's the forbidden mosque? Let him answer the question. What's the forbidden mosque? And what's the farthest mosque? Where are these mosques located? Where are these mosques located? Okay, they can't answer. Can I ask you another question? Post Surah 17 verse 1. Praise be to him who took his servant by night. Now who's supposedly speaking here according to Muslims? Who's speaking here? These are the words of who? Now they have a problem with Jesus praying to God, worshiping God. So why don't they have a problem with Allah praising himself? Because Allah is worshiping himself right here. Did you guys catch it? Praise be to him. Who's praising who? Allah's praising himself, worshiping himself. So isn't this proof that Allah can't be God? Because Allah prays to himself and worships himself, blesses himself all throughout the Quran. But I'm going to prove to you it's multiple gods. It's not one God. 17 verse 1, one more time. 17 verse 1, one more time. Watch here. Guys, pay attention. The one speaking says, praise be to him who took his servant by night. Have no idea who that servant is. Don't know what the forbidden mosque is. We don't know where the farthest mosque is. Now, but pay attention to the rest of it. Whom we have blessed. Who's the we? Now, the speaker is plural. We have blessed that which surrounds him, that we might show him some of our signs. Wait. So you have a group of people praising Allah, and that group can bless people and perform miracles. And then that group ends up saying, surely he is the hearing, the seeing. You guys catch it or no? So the speaker is not one, it's a group. That group praises Allah and says that Allah is the hearing and the seeing. And that group then says, we blessed the servant and showed that servant our signs. How many gods are there in the Quran? Not only that, child of God, if it's Allah speaking as the we, why then he speaks of the him? Isn't the we the same as the him? Why is the we speaking of him and praising him? Is Allah schizophrenic? Right? Does he have multiple personality disorder? We, him, I, me, us, our, his, all in one sentence. And they'll tell you, this is the miracle of the Quran. Look how beautiful the Quran is. Allah can switch pronouns in mid-sentence, and that's the beauty of the Quran. So what other people would write off as stupidity, as a schizophrenic being who has multi-personality disorder, the Muslims see as proof of the Quran's divine origin. Okay, but wait. Let me show you there's more than one God in the Quran. Are you ready? But you guys got to be careful of the translation. Let's go to chapter 19 of the Quran. Chapter 19. Let's read verse 36. In fact, here, let's not read 36 first. Hold on. Okay, good. If it's Osama Dakduk, that's good. Let's read chapter 19 of the Quran. Let's read 33 to 36. Okay, let's read it. Let's start from 33. Guys, pay attention. You got to pay attention here. This is Jesus supposedly speaking. Peace be on me the day I was born. the day I die, and the day I'm raised alive. Now watch here. This is Isa, son of Mary. So Jesus is not speaking anymore, guys. He's not speaking anymore. This is Jesus, son of Mary, Isa, son of Mary, the saying of truth, about which they doubt. Now watch this. It was not to Allah to take some son. Praise be to Him. When we decree a matter, so surely He only says to it be, so it will be. Notice verse 35. When He decrees a matter, then watch 36. And surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve Him. This is a straight way. Who's speaking in 36? Who's speaking in 36? Jesus stopped speaking in verse 33. 34 to 36 is supposedly Allah speaking. So Allah in 36 says, and surely Allah is my Lord and your Lord, so serve Him. It's Allah supposedly speaking, but Allah in 36 says, Allah is my Lord and your Lord. My Lord and your Lord. Okay, we got more. Let's go to 1964. We do not descend except by the command of your Lord. Wait. I thought the plural we all throughout the Quran is Allah speaking. If you read the verses before and after, the we, the us, is supposedly Allah. But here the we says, we do not descend except by the command of your Lord. To Him, what is between our hands, what is behind us, and what is between that. And your Lord was not forgetful. So I'm confused. Guys, don't understand. The we, in that context, if you read the verses before and after, it's Allah. He speaks as the we and the us and the honor. How is it that here in verse 64, Allah says, we do not descend except by the command of your Lord? Really? Allah is a multitude who does not come down except Muhammad's Lord orders him? No, they can't tell you Allah and His angels, because then that means angels are speaking all throughout the Quran, and the Quran is a speech of angels. They can't tell you that. And angels are doing what Allah does. Because if you read the verses, the we, the us, and the our perform divine acts, such as create, bless, sustain, appoint prophets. So they're going to make all the angels divine. Okay, fine. You with me there? Let's go to chapter 51, verses 50 to 51. 51, 50 to 51. And do not make another God with Allah. Surely I am a plain warner to you from Him. So flee to Allah. Surely I am a plain warner to you from Him. Guys, in the context, if you read the verses before, Allah speaking. There is no one else speaking. These are supposedly the words of Allah. Why is Allah saying, a plain warner to you from Him? Flee to Allah. Don't have another God besides Allah, because I'm a plain warner to you from Him. Now this is singular. I am a plain warner to you from Him. I challenge anyone to read the verses before and after and show me that the speaker is someone other than Allah. It's Allah speaking. So why is Allah saying, don't have any other God besides Allah, flee to Allah, because I'm a plain warner to you from Him, from Allah? Can someone help me there? Okay. What about 6:114? 6:114. Again, who's speaking? Pay attention who's speaking. Will I seek a judge other than Allah? And He is who has sent down to you the expounding book. And those we have given the book, know that is sent down from your Lord. Wow. I will not have a judge other than Allah, because Allah sent down the book, and we, now the speaker who says I is now we have given the book, right? We have given the book. Know that it is sent down from your Lord. What in the world is going on here? The I is the we, and the we is the one who gave the book, which is Allah. But then the I and the we say that my judge is Allah, and I have no other judge besides Allah. What's going on here? Put 6:114, guys, see it again. See it. Pay attention. See, I'm not making it up. That's why dishonest Muslim translations will insert the word say, right? Or some other words within brackets or parentheses. But pay attention. Will I seek a judge other than Allah? And He is who sent down to you the expounding book. And those we have given the book, know that it is sent down from your Lord. Wow. The I is the we sent down the book, gave the book, meaning this is God. But then the I and the we speak of your Lord and Allah as their judge, as his judge. Everyone getting it or no? So don't believe this lie that the Quran teaches absolute pure monotheism. It doesn't. The Quran is polytheistic. It affirms the existence of multiple gods. So this is one of the biggest lies by Muslims, that the Quran teaches absolute monotheism. It doesn't. It confirms the existence of many gods, the plurality of gods, and even confirms that Allah is not a singularity. By the way, did you know the Quran confirms? Go to 16:120. Let me see if I can explain this. Yep. Allah is one of. It's an incomplete statement. 16:120, not 20. Surely Abraham was a leader obedient to Allah. Oops. That Osama Dakdok gets an F. That's not a good translation. It doesn't say surely Abraham was a leader. You know what it says? For those of you who know Arabic? Ummatun. Abraham was a nation. Surely Abraham was a nation. Abraham was a nation. There you go. Piktha. Abraham was a nation obedient to Allah. Did you catch it? Why am I giving you as an example? This proves that the Quran agrees that you can have a singular being that's multi-personal. Let's put the 16:120. A singular being that's multi-personal. Let's do it again, 16:120. Abraham was a nation, ummatun, ummah. But Abraham is a singular person, right? He's a singular person? Not according to the Quran or the Bible. No person is a singular person because each person represents his descendants that spring from his loins. So an individual stands in the place of all his descendants. A fact the Quran agrees with. And I'll give you another verse to prove it. Chapter 5, verse 32. So the Quran acknowledges you can have a singular being that is composed of multiple persons because each individual represents all the descendants that will spring from him. Chapter 5, verse 32. Here you go. Read it. For this reason, we inscribe for the children of Israel that he who kills a soul without a soul, vandalizes on the earth, so it will be only as though he had killed all the people. Wait. Why is it the Quran says if you kill one soul, you're killing an entire people? And that he who gives it a life, it will be as though he had given life to all the people. So here the Quran confirms what the Trinity teaches. If you go back to 5:32, did you catch it? The Quran claims each person stands in the place of all their descendants. So there is no such thing as a singular person. So Abraham is a nation because multitudes sprung from him. You kill one life, it's like you're killing an entire nation. You save one life, it's like you're saving an entire nation. You with me there? So this affirms plurality and unity, that a singular being can be multi-personal, that a life, an individual, can consist of multiple lives, multiple individuals in one. So you can use 16:120, 5:32 to confirm that the one God exists as a multiplicity of persons, and yet he's still one God, just like Abraham, though a singular person, a singular soul, is a nation because from him came multitudes of people. Or in 5:32 where it says, if you kill a soul, you've killed an entire nation. Why? That translation is not accurate. It's Abraham was a nation, ummatun. You get it now? Is it making sense? So what we've established thus far, there are multiplicity of gods. Allah is not just one God. There are many gods who are Allah. And some of these gods are subservient, subordinate to other gods, or at least to one chief God. And the Quran acknowledges one person can stand in the place of multitude of people, multiplicity of persons, thereby confirming that a singular being can be composed of more than one person. Here we go. We got Knucklehead here. Hey, he's a Quran only guy, right? Do you think he'll answer my questions? Do you think this coward will be answering my questions, Muslim Truth Revealed? Okay. Muslim Truth Revealed. Here's my question. Let's see if he's going to answer. Please, guys, don't let him tap dance. Make sure he answers. Here's my answer. Who is Ishmael's mother? Who is Ishmael's mother? And what are the names of Adam's two sons? And who killed who? See? He won't answer. You see, I asked the questions. You see? Should I give him the mic? Do you think he'll answer? Who is Ishmael's mother? What's her name? Show us from the Quran. What are the names of Adam and who killed who? See? He thinks I'm Muhammad, who played with himself and had a 9-year-old play with him too. Okay, I'll relinquish the mic and kick back for a few minutes. Child of God, if you want, your mic.